Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I had a chance to do a little reading about a mission that is potentially staring us down here before we start the next DLC. Except that it's actually not, and I'll explain why. So the next mission, I mean, I guess I could, if I just want to show full completion of everything, I guess I could just jump in and do it and fail and come back out. But we've got full progress on all this stuff. Actually, we're already showing full progress, even on part 7. But the one that we haven't tried out yet at all is Crouching Dragon Roar, Crouching Two Walls Stand Tall, part of the Yuan, Crouching Dragon's Trial. So those who bear the dragon's elixir, only those who swore an oath with Yinglong may test themselves in this ancient ritual. I guess it's already considered done. Like, we don't need to jump into it, but the mission that we haven't done at all, like haven't even attempted on screen, that we were thinking about last time, is, let me get the proper name of it here, because now I'm not sure. Is it Crouching Dragon's Trial? No, that's Crouching Dragon's Battle Royale. So I'm confused why it's not already showing. I thought we'd already done it. But the Crouching Dragon's Battle Royale is a boss gauntlet, where in this one you don't get to continue from where you stopped last time. Or I guess you do, but your morale goes down when you lose. Meaning, really, you're just like, you're brutally punished for, like, if you lose, like, it just gets harder and harder every time you make a mistake, right? But in it, you have to beat Hua Zhong, then Yuan Xiao, then Dong Zhuo, then the Sun Jin demon form, then Yu Ji, who I think is I guess it's the human-ish form of Yu Ji, not the one that's flying around on a dragon. But then Yan Liang and Wen Chou as a dual boss, and then the human form of Lu Bu, which was the boss where I finally broke down, and that was where I finally just had to go and read up on summoning allies, because I just wasn't beating that fight on my own without allies. But here I'd be doing it with allies after fighting a bunch of other bosses first. So no. I'm confused. I swear that we'd already unlocked this. Because it's showing all these as having been beaten. I guess this one, this is the main battlefield. All these are showing as having been beaten by us, right? Is this under Other? It is. It's under Other. No, I don't want to go here. Other, Okay, so optional battlefield, Crouching Tiger's Battle Royal. So Other is already showing full capture progress, even though we haven't done it. But yeah, it's supposed to be for the main vanilla game with no DLC. It would be the ultimate optional challenge. And I can't be bothered. So we're going to just jump into what will be the final series of videos in this Let's Play. We're going to go into DLC 3 of 3, because our first DLC was about Wei, our second DLC, well, it's not really Wei yet. Wei doesn't technically come into existence until Cao Pi usurps the throne. We had one that was about Wu, which doesn't technically come into existence until after Cao Pi's usurpation of the throne. Sun Quan declares himself Emperor of Wu. This one will be about Shu, aka Shu Han. Shu Han doesn't really come into existence until after all this stuff either, but it's the Liu Bei DLC, so let's check it out, y'all. Check it out. Upheaval in Xinjiang, which would theoretically be about the events of Liu Bei. Liu Bei does probably have one of the more interesting stories, but this is presumably about we're probably fighting fucking Lu Bu in this DLC, actually, because it's probably all about Lu Bu coming in and claiming, like, you know, saying that he wants to help out and be friends with Liu Bei, but then stealing his territory and blah blah. But even after the... Oh, never mind, it's said after that, so forget it. Even after the death of Yu Ji, Jing province continued to suffer from the catastrophe his elixir had wrought. Tracing the flow of the demonic key still plaguing the land, you eventually arrive in a deserted village in Jing province. Demons were clearly responsible for the devastation. And, hold on. I'm drawing a blank. I was going to reference the Team Rocket. Protect our world from devastation, to renounce all evil within our nation, or whatever it was. And I've lost it. The demons clearly responsible for this devastation, but something is amiss. Tread carefully as you begin your investigation. But we will start this final DLC in the final stretch of the game. Secluded waterside village, Nanyang Commandery, Jing province. I wonder if this is going to be about working for Liu Biao and the conflict between his sons. Like, I'm curious what the actual backdrop of this is. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a bunch of 3D platforming version of Neo. But using the water in the Han Shui River, many terrace fields have been cultivated at the base of Mount Zuolei Shan. The rich natural resources and peaceful rural landscapes provided an ideal refuge, particularly for any scholars seeking isolation. However, this village was not spared from the devastation previously caused by the elixir in Jing province. Soon after most of the inhabitants were injured or killed by a horde of demons, the village was deserted. And I read that too fast because we're still loading. Even now, we're still loading. Still loading. Adore. Adora Bell Deerheart. This guy.
Yuji is finally dead.
He's not going to show up at the end of Neo 2.
Has spread far and wide, continuing to afflict the land. After my brothers and I reunited, Cao Cao defeated Yuan Shao and became the dominating power in Zhongyuan.
And we got the F out while the getting was good.
The city of Xiangyang is still suffering in the wake of Yuji's evil deeds. With no lord to protect them from harm, the people have been left in dire straits. We have therefore decided to travel to Jing province and brave the darkness there in order to help the people.
Yeah, my rather lame reference to Yuji showing up at the end of Neo 2 is, I guess, a mistaken reference. The final, like, the main threat of the Neo 1 DLCs pops up at the end of Neo 2's main story unexpectedly. But in fact, the main villain of Neo is just defeated at the end of Neo, so that kind of made sense. He's actually defeated right before the end of Neo, because then you go back and have this weird level in England. Cao Cao may be the villain of this DLC, actually. I mean, we'll see what happens here. Well, there's a new enemy type, probably. It'll show up in Wolong as just a regular old enemy, but or is it the... No, never mind. We've seen them before with spouting the different colored smokes. We had this, whoever you are. This would be some other Shu officer that I'm not thinking of. There's definitely some ex-Yellow Turban guy they hooked up with around this time, but... Oh, maybe it's Guan Ping.
You like trouble as much as I do.
Yeah, it's probably Guan Ping.
How about joining me then?
You can now call a young warrior to assist you through reinforcements. Yeah, I think he's probably going to turn out to be Guan Ping, but I'm not sure. What the hell do I think this is going to... So there's various things happen to Liu Bei. I might be skipping ahead thinking it's about Liu Bei, because Liu Bei becomes an enemy of Cao Cao's, but the story is not really showing that, because it's mostly court intrigue. Like, Cao Cao kind of comes to realize that Liu Bei is really popular and it's a threat to his power. And there's a whole thing with Cao Cao getting drunk and being a little too open about his plans, and like he basically, Cao Cao gets a little tipsy and is a little full of himself and kind of lets it slip to Liu Bei that he considers him and Liu Bei to be the two heroes capable of uniting the land. Which Liu Bei, who has kept himself sober during the little drinking event, realizes that, oh, that means he's going to have to get rid of me. And Liu Bei finds a pretext to leave the capital and with his brothers, and various things happen from there. But if Yuan Shao is down... Yeah, like the narrative's not making sense, because because there's that whole neat... There's a kind of interesting little stretch of story where Guan Yu is leading some of Liu Bei's men, and gets captured by Cao Cao's forces. And there's a neat, like one of my favorite stretches of the novel is this bit where Zhang Liao has to convince Guan Yu to surrender peacefully to Cao Cao. And it's actually pretty interesting because Zhang Liao is smart about it, and he doesn't try to flatter Guan Yu. He basically like uses Guan Yu's pride in a different way. I'm sure I've talked about it in RTK videos over the years, and this is supposed to be an action game, but like all of that would have already happened at this point if this is set after the defeat of Yu Ji, because this is set after the defeat of Yuan Shao, and Guan Yu and Liu Bei and Zhang Fei are kind of reunited once and for all at that point. So I'm not sure what this is going to be about, other than to say there might be one or two really minor events from the book that are referenced here, but it's basically just a series of battles that are kind of vaguely supposed to be about Liu Bei's forces. And I'm thinking young man probably turns out to be Guan Ping, who Guan Yu just meets a guy while he's off traveling and having adventures and shit. And the guy offers his biological son, Guan Ping, to be Guan Yu's adopted son. Guan Ping will, of course, go on to have a little puppy dog affection for Jing Tsai, but get killed. Because I consider Dynasty Warriors 5 to be canon for actual Chinese history. Uh-huh.
It's kind of odd, though. They didn't kill everyone.
Just me.
They actually captured some alive, and then they took them in that direction.
Okay.
I've seen lots of things in my travels, but never a demon kidnapping a human. I don't know what they're up to.
What are like super mutants? They're gonna
really want to think about
try to turn them into super mutants?
In any case, we ought to go after them. Let's go.
Let's stop just standing here staring at each other. Are you sure Are you actually gonna move now? How far do I have to get before... Okay, you are triggered to follow me after a while. Alright, so this village I just happened to wander into from over here, but the gate was slammed shut behind me, so forward is the only way our hearts can go. I had fun with Wolong Fallen Dynasty. It had its stressful, difficult points, but the ally system just makes it much... Because you don't have to... Well, I guess there's a few missions where you have to have allies, but you don't... Most of the time, you don't have to have allies, so you can make it harder on yourself if you want to, but... Just it not constantly being as agonizingly difficult as Neo is fun. Like, I enjoyed Ninja Gaiden, Sigma, and the rest. It didn't have to be quite as brutal as it was at points. Alright, so this is where we respawn if we fail. In the southern provinces,
such savage
the rice
even
paddies
here.
flooded with waters. They have been for thousands of
The
years.
entire northern region of Jing province has been deserted for years, since Governor Liu went missing. Such a shame that this once peaceful area has fallen into ruin.
Maybe it is going to be about Liu Biao.
I can't help but feel something odd is afoot here.
Thing is, there are bits of plot in the novel which are complicated enough that at the rate at which this game unfolds story, it would take 3 or 4 missions to actually tell the story. So, and then sometimes they're just like, they make a character just pop up and be like, haha, I'm the boss of this level, and I'm this guy who is in the novel. It hasn't really been built up to this point. I'm guessing this is...
Damn it! Why do I feel so weak? What's with this water?
I was about to say, something will be going on with this water. And they did not allow us to not know. They went straight towards your, Well, maybe don't stand in it then, huh?
I see you found something good. You gonna try it out?
Gauntlets of the leader of lords. No, I'm good. What are you doing?
Oh, makes sense. An ingenious device, should I say?
What? Oh, those are machines that are pumping poison into the water. This water doesn't have evil murder power. I got it. It's a dick move for him to suddenly not be vulnerable to attack from behind. Well, it's nice that he's being a target. It's kind of all he got to do there, but it was sufficient to help. Oh. You guys really aren't that... Like, compared to, again, the spiders in Neo, these spiders in this game are not threatening. Okay, yeah, these things are somehow creating super poison. And even after they're gone, they continue to make gloop gloop noises. Okay, so up there somewhere, I guess, is a marking flag. So why is the water still, like, super evil? I guess that wasn't good enough. That's bullshit, game. I hit the wrong button to heal. Yeah, Young Warrior is a useful distraction, and that's been pretty much it. The idea of this hut like this, not having a snake lady, hiding on the ceiling, ready to drop down and give you an unblockable, like, throw attack is insane.
It's dangerous here. Stay focused.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Glad he told me it's dangerous here as I killed the enemy. Oh, fuck. Thank you for continuing to distract the enemy's attacks. Whoop. We've got a little marking flag here. We've got a giant panda bear. A sacred lotus. And Mr. Bogus. Alright, let's see. Bang a gong, get it on. Eli, the warrior of old, yeah, I don't think we care about this. I didn't see if it was high quality. I should have dropped something that was like at 4 stars in the hopes of getting a 5-star item. Well, apparently I get another chance because this wasn't close enough for this guy to react to it. Okay, 4-star Gauntlet of the Leader of Lords. Yeah, I don't think we care about this set. See if he'll give us a 5-star Frog Splash. Maybe he'll give us a 5-star Cao cosplay item. We got an official seal and brief exclamation of Sun Tzu. He actually did give us a 5-star Cao item. Cao item. Excuse me. So we've already got a 5-star brief explanation of Sun Tzu. But now we got another one. So this one's giving us power gain upon deflection, equipment drop rate, improved spirit control. This is giving us martial arts damage, spell duration. I don't think we care. Now that was spirit level 0. I'm thinking these things don't actually fight back. They're just a thing you've got to reach. Ugh, even the towers are all fucked up and demonic. That guy got electrocuted to death by Chang Gui and he's level 150. Pretty sure that's a higher level than I am. But then I'm not sure how I would tell. He's slightly higher level than I am. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it appears to be... It's probably a Chang Gui. I think it's what electrocuted that guy. We're about to find out whether or not it likes poison. Well, I avenged him. That was definitely what happened there. That guy was an electric type Pokemon. Oh. I think part of it is most people playing this game aren't taking it as like slowly and carefully, and they're not trying to pretend this is a stealth game, as I seem to. Alright, doesn't seem to be any way to get in there. Okay. You poisoned yet? Oh, that was the wrong button press. Bond with the young warrior has been deepened. I mean, it's not as into me as he's into Jing Tsai, but it might not be Guan Ping. I just think it's probably Guan Ping. Nice aerial moves there, buddy. Benny, a high-flying wrestling action bone. You should challenge that one zombie. Now, somewhere over here, yeah, I know there was a marking flag. There it is. It was visible out of range of where we could jump to over here. Oh, you can come up here and get us? Huh? Punk ass. Okay, I hit the button to focus on him and I unfocused, so apparently I was already focused without even realizing it. So this is, these are lower morale enemies. I can only assume I was supposed to have already dealt with them before I got to some guys I've been dealing with more recently. I have avenged Sir Doominox. Sir Fartknocker. 069. He helped us out earlier in this series. The noble Sir Fartknocker. According to my video descriptions, we finally defeated Lu Bu with the help of Fartknocker 069 because somebody, I've since disabled it, but somebody came in and joined our game temporarily, helped us win that fight, and then got out. I guess we'll trigger the new save point, because this, I think if you just hit it once, you don't reset the enemies. You only reset the enemies if you actually hit it again to, you know, level up and reset items and things like that. Alright, so we pick up Firebomb guy. But he's got friends, and they've set me on fire and made me breathe my last. I would assume attacking this is going to make an enemy come out, like it's done in the past. It made several enemies come out. Bunch of spiders. They weren't, like, at all effective, but... It's mostly this guy's huge-ass sword that makes me think he's Guan Ping. I don't think there's anything in the novel that is the basis of Kowai saying Guan Ping has a giant Cloud Strife style sword, but they've been pretty consistent with it in the games where everyone doesn't just share, like when he's not just a reskin of someone else, as he is in some of the games, they usually make him have a giant buster sword. So he's an electric tiger. It's like an electric mouse, but it's a cat. In all due respect, it's an electric mouse. Don't mess with me, Mario, or you'll lose your power.
Just a scratch.
It's only a flesh wound. There we go.
Thanks. Now, it's time to get serious.
About mufflers. There you go, that was like... I didn't feel like sneaking around them, so I decided to fight them the way the game generally intends you to fight, which is with rapid, aggressive attacks, and it worked. Because I timed the... Main thing about, like, if you don't want to sneak around like a puss in this game, you need to charge stuff. Fuck you, game. What we need to do is try and get these guys out of the poison lake.
Damn it! I'm getting really irritated.
I'm also losing a lot. Ow.
You need to pull back.
I just need to heal, it's fine. Guess the young warrior actually got the kill there. He is not in good shape. No, but the game generally doesn't want you sneaking around. It wants you charging stuff and always, always, always getting the timing correct on those.
It should go to whoever found it first. So, it's yours.
Yeah, it was always going to be mine, butthead. But, no, I mean, I've been trying to get to the point, you're supposed to be charging stuff aggressively, and then when they go for a glowing red attack, always having the timing correct to parry, because usually you can punish. And instead I sneak around and try to kill stuff without being detected, which, it's nice that they let you do that, but it's pretty clearly not how they want the game to be played. So we're going to use the Dragon Vein Essence, and that feels like a good time to call it a video. This is we've now pushed our Dragon Vein curing power past the limits of base game. Because for us, there ain't no limits hooty-hoo. When we come back next time, I will actually get to the correct input to get back to Windows and close my recording software, and then we'll continue on with this adventure. Did I? Okay, I did. I had the full screen by mistake. For a minute, I thought I wasn't recording at all. I was a little worried. But I am recording, and I'll stop now. Bye-bye.